So we're going to do part 5. This is going to be the sewer clip. So once you land somewhere near green tech and get the waypoint, it's very important that you have the waypoint for green tech because we're going to want to warp here. We are going to run down. There are two options here, and I'm going to show you both of them, I suppose. You can come down this way, so almost straight northeast of green tech. Turn right, cut through this building to go around this wall, and then run straight out to the shore. Alternatively, you can run towards the water from green tech and cut through this bandit camp. It will get you to the same place. But we're going to come up behind this building. And my goal here is generally to jump just out into the seaweed. And we're going to head into this tube, the public works maintenance area. So inside here, generally, if you had traveled through here, you could trigger the nuclear option quest. We don't want to spend all our time traveling through here, so we're just going to get very close to the trigger. And we're going to do that by using a glitch called power armor clipping. At 2 points in that pipe, you won't be able to walk, you'll have to actually jump. And then through this water, where it gets shallower, I believe it's actually faster to jump as well. So I like to come up right here and clip through the wall. You can clip through the wall on the right of here as well. And I believe it's possible to clip through the wall here. But this is my most consistent spot. Now you're going to have to be in third person to do this. And it's very simple. Leave your power armor, then look to the left and get back into your power armor as quickly as possible. And I've just clipped through the wall. So fall down to this ledge, and then just fall through the little gap here. And that triggers the nuclear option, and we're just going to go ahead and leave now. Once we get outside, we're going to warp back to green tech, and that's why we make sure we get that green tech point. Otherwise, we would be stuck in the water. We'd have to leave the water, which would take a long time. You're very slow moving in power armor in water. And we still need our power armor, so we can't leave it down here, unfortunately. So get out of your power armor, leave it here. And we're going to start to run towards Good Neighbor. So run out towards the water. You could jump into the water here if you wanted to, but I prefer to make my swim as short as possible. So I take a left here, run along these buildings. And then almost straight across here is where we want to go. So I'm going to jump into the water here. That street between these two buildings here, taking that street straight will almost take us straight to Good Neighbor, so we're going to just head across the water. An important note is try not to let your AP bar ever drain completely. Your AP bar will regenerate faster if it's not empty. If it's empty, there's a short delay before your AP bar will actually start to regenerate. You can go right or left around this car. I prefer to go left because sometimes there is a suicide bomber. Super mutant suicider, and they will kill you. And I go left around that green barrier and jump the little table, little makeshift bench. So this is Good Neighbor. It's almost straight down the street. It's hard to miss. There's a large sign. And we're going to do vendor glitch. So something I didn't note at the beginning of the video, which probably should have at the step one. This is unpatched Fallout. And if you're running a patch version of Fallout, this will be the first time that it'll probably be impactful. All the other glitches are physics glitches, and Bethesda has a hard time patching out physics glitches. But now that we're here, we're going to do the vendor glitch, and if you have a patch version of Fallout, it probably won't work. So come up to Daisy.
You're bad.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Skip through her chat as fast as you can. And we're going to buy all of one type of ammo. I prefer to use 45s if there are enough of them because they're valuable and you don't have to do it for as long. But sell 1 round back to her after buying all of them. Then sell the remaining rounds to her. And something has gone horribly wrong. Okay, let's try with 38s. Okay. I've come into this problem a couple of times, and it's also, again, hard to recreate. So 45s weren't working for me. I switched to 38s. You'll notice now, doing the same thing, selling 1 round and then all of my rounds, I have a remaining 38 round, and I'm just going to keep selling it to her. So I'm going to sell this to her until she has about twice as many rounds as she had. She had 167, or she had 67, so 134 would be twice as many rounds. And then I'm going to start buying half of that many rounds from her. And now she owes me more caps than she has. So now I can just kind of go through her items and pick out everything I want. I want her 10mm rounds. If she has a power core, you can pick it up off her, because that'll help you out, especially if you're newer to the run, because your power armor only has 1 core. It starts at half energy. If you use it too much, you're going to be in trouble. So we want a biometric scanner from her as well. That should be all the junk that you need. Then from aid, we need Radaway and stim packs. Try and get as much gear as possible, so keep track of it. I have a chest, left leg, a right leg, a left arm. I'm not getting a right arm, and I'm going to pick up a funny hat. Not necessary. Don't need a funny hat. Then from weapons, she'll have a different amount. This is different every time, but I pick up frag mines and Molotovs, all of the ones that she has, generally speaking. Then if you're comfortable with it, you can take a shotgun and buy her shotgun ammo, and you can use the shotgun instead of the pistol for certain portions. But because we leveled up Gunslinger, we're just going to use our pistol. So we're going to accept that. We're going to take what she has. And I'm going to let you know about another strategy. I'm going to let you know about both strategies as we go through. But I like to steal this fat man, so I'm going to make a quick save. Move her fat man and her mini nuke away from her so that I can just steal them in the corner. And now I have a fat man. So that only takes that takes a couple of seconds, and I believe it saves just as much time and is very consistent later in the run. But I'll again tell you about both strategies. So now we're going to want to go in and hotkey our stuff. I'm going to move my pistol, put my fat man on. Our frag mines, our cocktails. Then we don't need jet anymore. But our Radaway and our stim packs. Normally I wouldn't be hotkeying my minigun because I don't use it anymore. But I'm going to keep it. And that's our shopping sequence.